let us quickly go through some numericals on straight line and conic sections, that is parabola, hyperbola and ellipse. Okay. So, like some common uh, equation of line in different forms. Okay. So you know x-axis. Okay. So this is my x-axis. Okay. So this is my x and this is my y, right? X dash and y dash. So the x-axis is a straight line. Okay. So the equation of x-axis is y is equal to 0 because anywhere in x-axis y coordinate is equal to 0. So this is equation of x-axis. Similarly, x is equal to 0 is equation of y-axis. Right? So similarly, if you want to draw any line parallel to y-axis, okay, so that means everywhere, let us say the distance is a. Okay, so x is equal to a is equation of line parallel to y-axis. Okay. Similarly, anything parallel to x-axis, that is b. Let us say y is equal to b is equation of line parallel to x-axis. It's just the reverse. Okay. Y in case of parallel to x-axis, it will be y is equal to b. Okay. So these are some of the common equations, and there is another form, say equation of a line passing through a point with x1 y1. Okay. So this equation, what is the equation? Okay. So that is like y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Okay. So this is so m here is the slope. Okay. So let us say this is your line and this is the point. Okay. So this point is x1 y1. Okay. So to write the equation of this line, you need to know the slope of this line also. Okay. So m is your slope. Okay. So this is 1 point form. Okay. If you write it in 2 point form, like say you know 2 points, let us say x1 y1 and x2 y2. Okay, so if you know 2 points, you can write it as y minus y1 is equal to slope will become y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 and into x minus x1. So if 2 points are given, you can easily find the slope. Okay. If 1 point is given, you need to know the slope of the value to write the equation. Okay. And there is another form of writing the equation of a line, that is called slope intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. So this is something like this. Suppose I have a line and I have a line like that. Okay. So when x is equal to 0, this value, when x is equal to 0, this is called y-intercept. Okay. So when x is equal to 0, implies y is equal to c. So this c is y-intercept, otherwise called as y-intercept. Okay. So y is equal to mx plus c. This is called slope intercept form. And this is called 2 point form. Okay. This is called 1 point form. So there are different forms of equation of line, and there is another form that is called the intercept form. Okay. Suppose you have a line like this. Okay. So your x-intercept is a, y-intercept is b. Okay. So you write it as x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. Okay. So these are different forms of equation of line, and you take a picture. So yeah, so there are some, suppose you want to find the condition of parallelism and perpendicularity. Okay, suppose I have a line like y is equal to m1x plus c, another line y is equal to m2x plus c. So these two lines will be parallel, these lines will be parallel if m1 is equal to m2, right? So this is like this and this. So these two lines are parallel because their slope, the angle, their slope is same. So, and when these two lines will be perpendicular, like say this. Okay, so this angle is 90. So these two lines will be perpendicular if m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Okay. So this is the condition for parallelism and perpendicularity. Okay, and then there is a general equation. Suppose you have two lines. Say this is one line, and let us say you have another line. Okay, so these two lines, you know the slope of this line is m1. So this will have a slope, and this line also will have a slope. Okay, so let us say this line also will have a slope. So let us say, okay, let so just we will write some m1 is the slope of this line, m2 is the slope of this line. So knowing the slope of two lines, we can find out the angle between two lines. That angle is like tan theta. Okay, so this, let us say the angle is theta between two lines. So your tan theta is equal to m2 minus m1 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Okay, so there can be questions like this also to find out the angle between two lines. And this is perpendicularity condition, this is parallelism condition. For parallelism condition, m1 is equal to m2, means slopes are equal. Right, so these are some of the conditions. Okay, and then there is something, and there is, suppose you have a triangle. Okay, so you have a triangle. Okay, let us say point A, B and C. Okay, so your x1, y1 is your coordinate of point A, x2, y2 is the coordinate of point B, x3, y3 is the coordinate of point 3. Okay, if you are given with the coordinate, then the area of the triangle. Okay, what is the area of the triangle? So area is equal to half x1 into y2 minus y3. Okay, plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1 minus y2. So this kind of questions also can come. Knowing the three coordinates, coordinates of 3 points of a triangle, you can find the area of the triangle. And also you can find a centroid also, like say centroid. Centroid we had studied in CG. The CG will be x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, right? Yeah, then y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Okay, so this is the coordinates of CG, right? So and there is something called bisection, intersection internally, intersection externally. So if you have a line, x1 y1, x2 y2, and if it is being intersected by m is to n ratio, the coordinate of this point P is equal to mx1 plus nx2 divided by m plus n, then m y1 minus ny plus ny2 divided by m plus n. If it is internally, if it is externally, there will be minus n.
It is in minus n.
Yeah. So uh, So you take a picture. Okay. So the general form of equation of a line is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So the general form of equation, okay, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. So there is no square term, that's why it is linear. But in circle it is x square plus y square is equal to r square. So there is some second order term. Okay, the circle is also a conic section. So the conic sections are circle, parabola, hyperbola, ellipse. Everything will have. They are not linear in nature, so they will have higher order term. Okay. So the general x and y relationship that will be in the form of ax plus by plus c. Okay. So if you have something like this ax plus by plus c, some equation they might have given, they will ask you to find the slope and other things. So what you will do, by is equal to minus ax minus c, right? That implies y is equal to minus a by b into x minus c by b. That means this is the a by b is the slope of the line, and this is your intercept. Okay, something like that they can ask. Okay, and then yeah, so distance of a point from a line. Okay, so suppose you have a point. Okay, so you have a line whose equation is ax plus by plus c. Okay, and let us say you have a point. Okay, so it can have various distances. Okay, but what you want is perpendicular distance, which is the shortest distance. So let us say the coordinate of this point is x1 y1. Okay, so that this distance, let us say this distance d. Okay, so d is equal to, there is a formula for it. Okay, so you replace x by x1, okay, y by y1, x1 plus by1 plus c square root a square plus b square. Okay, so this is the distance, or to find the distance of a point from a line. This is the distance. Okay, then distance between two parallel lines. Suppose I have one line like this, another line like this, and let us say ax, this is line a1x plus a2y,
B2.
sorry, b1y, right? b1y plus c1, and this is a2x plus b2y plus c2. So the distance will be kind of so let us say this let us say this is ax and this is by, kind of. Okay, so just in general in this equation, so the distance will be like, say, this distance will be c2 minus c1 divided by a square plus b square, square root a square plus b square. That's all. Okay, so distance between two parallel lines. Okay, and I think yeah. Uh, and then angle between two lines we have already discussed. Okay, m1 minus m2. Suppose you want to find the angle, that also you can do. Okay, so basically these are some of the driving equations of a line. Using these equations, you can solve any numerical. Okay, so let us try to find out, do one few numerical. Okay, take it. Okay, so the question is like this: the angle between. So find out the angle between lines. So one line is your root 3x.